I got the idea for AllerMates from my son, Benjamin. I have 3 kids, and the middle one has severe nut allergy. And when he went into preschool, there was an incident in his class where his teacher gave another child who also had food allergies a snack that they were allergic to. And I was in shock, and it made me really nervous about my son being so young, and when he wasn't with me, how do I remind teachers and other caregivers that he's not allowed to have any nuts? So I looked for something for him to wear, and there was just nothing that I could hand to my son and be like, look at this, isn't this cute? Why don't you wear this to school every day? And I know from my own children and just life in general how much kids love characters and cartoon characters and silly characters and colorful things. So I started to create these little characters. For example, the Peanut character, his name is Peanutty, and he's sort of like a little bit of a sad sap because the peanut butter used to be the staple in a child's lunch, and now many schools and classrooms won't even allow a child to bring in a peanut butter sandwich. And so I created this character who's sort of like, hey, what happened to me? You know, and he's endearing. I wanted the characters to be likable, but each character represents that allergen. So the peanut is sort of like this, kind of like a little bit of a, I'm trying so hard to be cool, but I'm not anymore. Soy, if you're allergic to soy, it's very hard to avoid soy. Every processed food that you eat has soy in it. So I made him this superstar who's like everywhere and he's overexposed. When I first started this, I had my first samples, and I went to show it to my son's allergist, and he flipped out over the samples. And I remember he said to me, this is so incredible, this should be in every CVS in the country. And I was like, how am I gonna do that? And about 2 years later, I was sitting in front of a CVS buyer who said, we're going to put this in every CVS in the country. It was a really cool moment. When people think of children and allergies and asthma, I'd like them to think of AllerMates. I'd like them to say, oh, you just found out your daughter is allergic to fish? Oh, AllerMates has these great wristbands. She'll love them. Get her a dog tag, get her the lunch bag. You know, I would like that to be the name that people think of. I want them to think of AllerMates.